Board Game Geek, Origins 2019. I am here with James Hudson. Druid City Games, my brother from another mother. How's it going, my friend?
It's going great. This is a fantastic show.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
Well,
what we got here?
We're playing board games.
We are playing board games.
This
Great board
is
games.
the follow-up to the Grimm Forest. It's called the Grimm Masquerade, and it is a standalone game. It's not an expansion.
Okay.
So this is a social deduction game for people who do not like social deduction.
You heard that here first, folks. Okay. And when the chat goes, "Shh," I didn't say it. He said it.
Well, I know
Okay.
that sounds like a big marketing term, but what?
But you're gonna sell us on it.
Sure. Then the
All right.
reason that it is that is you can make bluffs. You can do what you need to do without saying a single word. Or if you and your group like to layer it on and get after it, you can totally do that too.
Okay.
So here's what happens in the game. The Beast has invited us to the castle for a ball, and he likes to play games.
This
Boom.
art is ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. There's not one game that you haven't made where the art was just perfect.
Well, here's the thing. If I'm going to stare at something for an hour
Yeah.
and enjoy it, I think it should look the best we can possibly make it.
And you do. And
So,
you do.
I try.
Plain and simple.
I try.
All right, let's get
now
back
that
to our
we-
program.
Now that we can properly set up the game,
Okay.
that's my fault. I did that. So you're going to be handed a card face down, and that is who you truly are.
Okay.
Now what you're going to notice on this card, when you flip them over, is in the top left, they have an artifact that you want. This is your boon. You want 3 of those, and you'll win the round.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have a bane. There's 2, and you do not want those.
Okay.
So here's what's going to happen, Rob. On your turn, you're going to draw an artifact, and you're going to decide, do I want to keep this, or do I want to give it to somebody else? So let's just say I give that to you. Now, on the next card you draw, you have to do the opposite. So if I gave that away, I have to keep it. If I would have kept this, I have to give it away. So
Okay.
the reason this is important is because when you're playing, anytime someone has 2 of the same artifact, if they are the character that Bane belongs to, they are removed. They're unmasked. So now, as I draw a card, I can go, a clock. Do I give this to Rob and see if he is Cinderella and this puts him out? Or do I keep it for myself, right? Now, the bad part of this is you learn information. So if you're out of the game, right? But if not, then you're just going to mark that. So now we're shrinking that scope of who you might be,
Okay.
right? But, however, if you were, actually that's the wrong player, if you were the Beast, now you only need 1 more mirror to win, okay?
Okay.
So it's that double-edged sword of,
Okay.
do I fit out
Okay.
information or not? The other thing you do is at the end of your turn, you can trade in 2 artifacts that match, and it powers these 3 actions.
Okay.
These 3 actions, you have point the finger that is always a standard action in the game, where if I'm ready to accuse you, and I think I know who you are, I can make that accusation.
Okay.
And there's also these roses. These are our victory point tokens, and at the end of 3 rounds, whoever has the most is the winner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I point the finger and I'm like, Rob, you're definitely the Beast. I got you figured out, and I'm right, I win 2 roses. But if I'm wrong and I falsely accuse you, you're highly offended, and I have to give you you get a rose. So you got to be careful. You can't just be all willy-nilly accusing everybody. You want to wait to the right moment.
Who do you think I am?
You're definitely the Beast. That's awesome. But normally, obviously, you're going to play that off the card play. And then there's also 2 other actions that have some fun flavor to them.
Right.
And each round, these will clear, the point finger will stay, and you'll get 2 new actions. Okay? Now, everybody says, social deduction, elimination. I heard the dirty word, elimination.
Right.
Well, in this game, when you're eliminated, you're not out of the game. So what happens is you might be out, like that we've knocked the Beast out. We know he's not who it is. You pick up your cards, and they form a tableau. And on your turn, you still draw a card, and you still get to play a card onto someone else. And if you knock them out, you still earn roses. Okay, so you're still in the game. And one last little flip there is when you're knocked out, you get to take the wager deck, and you're betting on the character that you think's going to win. Okay, and if they win, I think Hansel's going to win, then you win the amount of roses for the round with the winner. Okay, so it really gives the person, actually I kind of enjoy being knocked out because this is a lot of fun because you're actually king making, but you're king making to your advantage.
Right.
So you're never really out of the game and everybody's always plugged in.
Brilliant yet again. I mean, how do you do it?
I didn't. Well, I did a little bit, but Tim and Ben Eisner, this is a co-design from us,
Right.
and you know, our design challenge was how can we add something to the social deduction
And
mechanic,
you did, especially for
that's
somebody
new.
that might be, you know, introverted a little
Absolutely.
bit. This actually appeals to them, and I think that's just absolutely
And that's
fantastic.
people they'll keep those 2 roses, right?
Right.
And you'll say, hey, do you want to turn those in to do one of those actions? You're like, no, not right now.
yeah,
I want a
okay,
little more information
okay.
out there.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, you may not actually been the beast, but you want someone to accuse you of being the beast, so you get a rose.
Right.
That's how you bluff. You don't have to say a thing.
Don't have to say a thing. So when can we get this?
This comes out July 17th.
July 17th, folks. James, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yep.
For your old pal, Rob. Folks, we'll see you soon.